not going to be able to have the third place finisher here tonight with us, but we got the second place finisher. That's going to be Eddie Baker. Eddie, this is the CRN broadcaster in the broadcast booth. You get a copy.
Yes, I do.
All right, kind of ended it just a little bit too early. Didn't realize everybody was up at the top of the Cup broadcast booth. And then right after I ended it, I was like, okay, maybe they're not going to want to interview here tonight. Then I seen everybody up there. But nonetheless, Texas, you were up towards the front, back towards the back. And then you ended up meeting right in the middle, finishing there in P number 2. That last restart, you got underneath Gary Smith, just think he might have thrown a little bit of a late block there, and you ended up staying behind Gary, and he was able to get a good run on Jordan there coming to the white flag.
Yeah, so I definitely had a good run there, and I was going to be at the inside, but we were just discussing that in the waiting room there. He knew that I was in there, and he came down trying to block, but he didn't realize how far in I was, and I lifted because I didn't want to spin him, so I backed out of it, and then that put me behind him. And then when he and the 57 tangled, I was kind of hoping to get the run going down the backstretch, but it just wasn't enough to get the clean sweep of the race.
Yeah, you were trying to make anything happen that you possibly could. Obviously, having a good race last week at Bristol, backing it up here at Texas. I mean, having a little bit of a issue there towards the middle part of the section with, a little bit of netcode between you and another driver. But nonetheless, still able to be out there and get your way around this 1.5 mile racetrack.
Yeah, I called my shot last week at the winning interview from Bristol there, and I definitely am good at this track. It's one of my most comfortable tracks. Qualified on the pole, won stage 1, won stage 2, almost peed my race suit, so I had to take a break during the pit after stage 2 and went all the way to the back, drove back to the front, had that net code, went to the back, drove all the way back to the front, and then got tangled with somebody. I don't know what happened. Somebody got into somebody, which got into me, and then I got accused and whatnot. So I went back to the back, and then racing with, I believe, the 38, he kind of came up and cut my nose off when I had a run on the high side, and I lifted his rear wheels off the ground, and he spun, so I got an EOL for that and went all the way to the back again. So it was just an up and down stage 3, but it was a lot of fun. I wish it could have stayed green there instead of having 3 cautions and the closing laps, because I feel like I could have pulled it off if we actually had laps to race. But it seems to be one of the issues with what's going on in this series is there's a lot of people that don't really check the relative. They don't really look in the mirrors. They don't really understand the depth perception of where people are at, and they kind of chop block and things like that. And it's also a struggle too when you get some of the faster guys that get sent to the back. They make their way forward, and the guys that are a little slower, they don't quite understand that skill level difference, and they try to drive above their means, and then more wrecks happen. So hopefully next week we can keep it in the top 5 and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, for sure. But before I let you get out of here, Mr. Eddie Baker, if there's anybody on that number 84 machine you'd like to give a shout out to, the floor is yours.
Yeah, Sullivan Tire and Auto Service, they built a pretty good truck tonight, and we had it set up pretty good. Definitely got the pole, like I said, 2 stage wins and a second place. So the truck was good, team was good. Shout out to them. Shout out to my girlfriend. Hopefully she's still awake watching. If not, she missed a good one.
All right, buddy, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Celebrate that second place finish here tonight, and we'll be talking to you again, hopefully again next week.
All right, see you guys next week.
See ya. I'm going to go ahead and move to our third place finisher. That's going to be TJ Handley in the number 80. There we go. The 80 machine of TJ Handley. TJ, what a phenomenal race in the truck tonight here. You kept the truck clean. You stayed out of the collisions when they were happening pretty much everywhere on the racetrack, and you were able to come home with a P3. How do you feel?
Dylan, I'm going to be honest with you. 10 minutes before qualifying, I was flat on my back on the concrete, changing out body mounts for an F-250. Trying to get that done. With 2 minutes left in qualifying, I finally clocked in and got logged in and registered. first 5 laps, I was just still trying to get like my force feedback setting correct and just trying to fill out the truck and refamiliarize myself with this amazing facility. Dylan, this is my home track. If y'all notice, all the RSR trucks had my brand on it. I love this track. I love this series. I love everything about this. I know everyone has an issue with the real life Texas. iRacing Texas is a masterpiece in my opinion. Short runs, long runs. I love it. But yeah, and for myself, just stayed in it. Slowly just took my time. Nothing over the top. Wasn't trying to be doing anything too crazy. At the end there, I kind of became team owner. I asked Gary if he thought he could take the 57 if I didn't push him on that restart. He said, yeah, I think I could take him. I said, all right. And then the 57 got away, so I was a little worried, but I had my mirror full of Ryan, of the 00, of the 84, and next thing you know, I look up, Gary's won the race, and I think what happened is that I think I clipped the apron in middle of 3 and 4, and I think I scrubbed the door of the 00. I think that's what happened. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah, that I'm not 100% sure, but now I know something new about you. I didn't realize that you were from Texas. I know me and you, we ran with each other on PS4 and the NASCAR Heat Series. Then we kind of ventured off to the iRacing side, and we've ran a couple seasons together here in Ghost, Cup Series. You're the stat guy. You're the one who collects all the stats, and hey, I'm proud of my stats. Okay, Mr. Short Track guy over here. So, it's just Texas. The way that they made Texas in iRacing in the newest update with the trucks, you can run. Normally in 1 and 2, you want to be down on the inside. You don't want to be up top. You don't want to be anywhere near that outside wall. But the newest update to iRacing, you can run pretty much anywhere you want at Texas and still have speed. And it showed here tonight. I mean, everybody would have missed the corner by a lot and still would not lose as many positions as they would if it was earlier configurations of the tire model in the truck model of the truck. You would have been dead in the water. But with the newest update due to Texas and the truck, everybody's able to run any line that they wanted. You were able to come home with a P3, like I said, kept it clean. It's just going to translate to Thursday night for you. I mean, you got Cup Series on Thursday night at Texas. You better do good. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. I mean, this is your home track. You got to put on a show. And I mean, to come home P3 at your home track, it's got to feel good.
No, it does. It feels better that one of my boys won the race. At one point, I believe all 6 of us were in the top 10 there in stage 3. So just really proud of Gary, Ryan, Justin, Hunter, Jay. Just an amazing job. I know they're a little upset with their finishes. It didn't go quite their way, but God, dude, I'm so proud of them. It's one thing, whenever you win, but it's another when you're like, you kind of take a step back and you see almost everyone you're around, the ones you're surrounding yourself with, just kind of put themselves together and just say, hey, they're doing good. And it's really good to see. But you're absolutely right about the lines. A lot of people hugging that white line and trying to really just throw themselves in there. I thought we were going to get a little more transition into the nighttime, which we didn't. I was a little disappointed with that, but that's okay. But you're 100% right. I think somewhere in stage 2, somebody went to my inside. I was able to use that second lane, keep them pinched on corner exit. Was able to drive away. If too many people get to the bottom 3 and 4, you can just lower it and get to the top and just roll on. I mean, it's a cookie cutter track that comes with a lot of responsibility on your part to save your tires, to save your equipment. I'm with you, Dylan. I'm very excited for what Thursday is going to hold, especially on the setup side, because if we are going to run tight, I just have a feeling I don't know what Watson's going to do, but I have a feeling setup is just pre-made tight. I have a feeling we're seeing a lot of downshifting, and a lot of like short run versus long run, and just a lot of people trying to figure it out on stage one for sure. But I'm very excited for it regardless. I know RSR is running all THD paint schemes. I know MSR, Mike Sabi, and all their Mustangs are running half and half THD paint schemes along with their regular season sponsors. And as of right now, I'm still waiting on 2 more teams to see what we're doing, but we should have 2 more teams with half and half sponsorships, and so I'm very excited about that. And at this point, I'm just decided to go run Texas, and that's what I'm really excited for.
Oh yeah, can't wait to see what you got going on. Can't wait to see all the beautiful paint schemes out there on a Thursday night. And TJ, I know you've kind of already went through it, but if there's anybody else on that number 80 machine you'd like to give a shout out to, the floor is yours.
Yes, sir. Outside of THD, come get your paint schemes. That's what I'm here for. If you race faster, whenever you look faster, that's just the fact of the matter. Big Nation to One Nation Society. Their custom sunglasses. They're from Kentucky. Recently started sponsoring us. Great looking sunglasses. I highly recommend them. Made here in the USA. I need to make more paint schemes for them so we can get them ready for the Kentucky race this year. And just shout outs to the team members. Ryan, our team leader, he's been going through troubles and he's still doing a hell of a job. Gary leading the way as pretty much like kind of the captain of the truck series. Justin, Jay, Hunter. I know I'm forgetting one more. Justin, Jay, Hunter. Oh no, who'd I forget?
Justin, Jay, Hunter, Gary, you.
I'm gonna get noogied afterwards, but and nevertheless, thank you, Dylan, and thank you to Core Racing Network for putting this on. I know it's not always the easiest thing to do, but we do appreciate it, and we do appreciate y'all's time doing this as drivers, like going back and watching and getting a little bit of TV time and seeing like how we look on what could be a professional scaled broadcast.
All right, well, TJ, I want to say thank you for the kind words, and can't wait to see what you're doing on Thursday night, man. I miss racing with you, but going to be up there in the broadcast booth.
Hopefully another top 5.
Another top 5 is in your future, buddy. So we're going to go ahead and let you get on out here, celebrate that 3rd place finish here tonight, and we'll be seeing you and talking to you hopefully again on Thursday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's going to be TJ Hadley. Going to go ahead and move up to the winner chicken dinner. Gary Smith in that number 3 machine. Gary, this is Dylan in the CRN broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right. Call me biased, but I was kind of rooting for you there to come to the green-white checkered. I was like, ooh, reminiscence of last week at Bristol. We got Jordan. We got Gary. Roles are reversed now. Granted, it's just hard racing. Obviously, you're trying to get the win. Jordan's trying to get the win as well. Nobody wants to lift. And I think maybe he just got a little bit too loose going into the corner. But, you just kind of moved yourself up and away from it, trying to not get yourself involved. And you're able to go. But his restart speed, man, was unmatched to anybody else out there.
Yeah, I will give it to the 57. Like, really all night whenever I was around him, he was one of the best on the restart, though. I'm going to hand that to him. All I'm going to say about turn 2 is look at the last 3-4 races, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you to TH Designs. We got like every single car. We got like 6 trucks out there. All TH Designs. TJ does a really good job on the paint schemes. It's real efficient. It isn't just sloppy. He actually makes really good looking trucks. Good job to my teammates. There was some of them that's been struggling ran really good. I saw Justin, he was running good. Jay, my jaw was dropped a couple times because I was like, ain't no way this guy's doing this, and daggone he was. I suck at Texas. I'm gonna be real, but I don't know. Maybe I'm coming around the corner on intermediates. DJ helped me a lot throughout the week because this is his home track. He knows every little thing about it, and he was helping me a lot throughout the week, getting lines down, breaking points, all that good stuff. But it was a good race. Good race.
Yeah, definitely a good race all the way around. Obviously, the beginning of the race didn't start out the way that anybody really wanted it to plan, but towards the end, we had that nice little green flag run. And then a couple more cautions there, and then inevitably able to get yourself back on around Jordan for the race win. So before I let you get on out of here, Gary, is there anybody on that number 3 machine you'd like to give another shout out to? The floor is yours.
AH Designs, he's like I said, he's good with the sauce, man. He's best painter out there. Boone Tractor, my main sponsor for basically every other week. They're good cheap tractors. One Nation Society, they're custom sunglasses brand. I've been wearing them weeding. They're great. They're really, really good. That's really all I can think of right now because it's been a very long day for me coming up to this.
Oh yeah, man, you're good, buddy. Don't even worry about it. Normally, whenever I have a long day like that and I get an interview, I'm like, I can't think of all of my stuff right then and there.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, needless to say, no matter what, buddy, we're gonna go ahead and let you get on out of here. Celebrate that.
Yes, sir.
Race win here tonight. We'll be seeing you back out here next week for the race, and good luck. Congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that's going to do it for our interviews here tonight. Sorry about cutting the broadcast off early, but got the interviews up and done. But definitely can't wait to see what happens next time. But that's going to do it for myself up here in the broadcast booth. Make sure you guys take care.